Okay, guys, we are here at SkyMavis headquarters. We are with Trung, CEO and co-founder of SkyMavis, that are the creators of Axe Infinity and Ronin Network. So thank you so much for your time, Trung. It's a really honor to be here on SkyMavis headquarters. I'm very happy. And I want to ask you this question from the community that wanted to know. Could you please, I think, first of all, if you want to introduce for new persons that are looking to this video, who are you? What is the vision of Ronin Network?
So my name is Trung. I'm one of the co-founder of SkyMavis. Started with the Web3 space since late 2017, early 2018. And yeah, it has been a long journey with Axie and Ronin. I think we have had a lot of good moments and bad moments too. And that's what made me feel real, because we always tackle different problems in this space with an ambition of building out the future for Web3 gaming.
Right now, Ronin Network is one of the most used blockchains in gaming. It's like super big. Everyone in the space know about this blockchain. And what kind of projects do you think Ronin wants them be part of? Like, for example, on AI or maybe on DeFi, what type of projects do you want to see on the blockchain?
I consider myself a vivid gamer. I play a lot of games, different games, and there's also games that I play a lot too. So for sure, the very first thing that I want to see come to Ronin is games, right? A lot of games, that's for sure. But at the same time, I also want to see other applications that comes to Ronin as well. The types of applications that can complement greatly with games. So we have seen, right, some of those applications, let's say with Moku Grand Arena, when you basically combine a little bit of gaming, right, and some fantasy spots, and at the same time some AI to make sure that it's not too micro-ish, right? You don't have to micromanage your team, but then you have like some sort of automation AI agents to control the teams. So that's one of the applications that I really want to see more on Ronin. And that is to say, I also want to see more AI adoption. I think right now, even for me, I use AI every day. And I think AI adds a lot of benefits to and significantly change how we interact with the computers, and also boost productivity, and also think about new innovative ideas that can get us to, right, maybe the future of gaming. I don't know exactly, but I do think we need more of that. Other than AI, I think, well, some more speculative applications just to get people excited, and maybe a prediction market could be something I really want to see on Ronin. And I also want to see new IPs. They don't have to be game related. Could be just like big IPs that come with NFTs, so that we can like really get the brands and the exposure of Ronin to the mass users without having to go deeply into gaming. For sure, gaming is still our root, but we also want to expand beyond that.
Exactly. So prediction markets, AI on gaming, a lot of IPs that are strong out there. So onboarding to Ronin will be as much great. And yeah, I will make sure that I will help on that direction too. But yeah, Ronin is now have the infrastructure. For example, I was talking to the team that are in charge of Ronin Marketplace, and I told them that it's so beautiful, so intuitive, like it's very easy to use. So we are prepared for this mass adoption. And talking about that, do you think this mass adoption of gamers in the next 5 years, how it could be done, and how will Ronin Network help achieving this?
These are good questions, because we have been on these problems for years. And I do think that we have thought about this a lot, to an extent that we know not only the in and outs of Web3 gaming, but also maybe some of our vision on how to get it to the next level and onboard millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of gamers. So in order to get to know this at a deeper level, we need to think about how we started with Web3 gaming at the first place. And I do think Web3 gaming has this beauty of giving people the economic freedom. They can basically get to play games, get to own their in-game assets, and transact those in-game items freely on the market. At the same time, it also plays very nicely with the nature of Web3 crypto in general, that people love speculations. So I think the first way of gamers plays right into this when they speculate and also take advantage of their ownership, the true ownership with in-game assets to create a very vibrant secondary market. But in order to get to the next stage of Web3 gaming, we need to onboard basically many more users. But these users, they don't have the same motivations. Maybe, some speculations would get them to be curious and start with Web3 gaming. But if we only look at Web3 gaming as it is right now, when you need to take several years just to create a new Web3 game from scratch, then it doesn't scale quickly enough, because it's like a first-party content problem when you take a lot of time to produce content just for the players, for the users to consume in maybe hundreds of hours, several days, and several weeks. So I don't think we scale quickly enough. So I do think in order to get to the hands of millions of users out there, we need to think about a way to not only work with Web3 games from scratch, but also onboard Web2 games to our ecosystem. Maybe add some little elements of speculation on top of it to make sure that people have a chance to explore what Web3 gaming actually is. They can get to interact and socialize with other players. They can transact on the secondary marketplace. But what's most important is to basically create a framework so that we can plug any Web2 games into it. So immediately we could have millions of hours of content for people to enjoy, and I think that's the only way to onboard the mass users. So we're working on this. The projects that we are working on right now, Ronin Arcade, maybe the first version could be very primitive, but our vision is to think about a way to not only work with Web3 games, but also basically create Web3 loops for Web2 games so that people can enjoy even more content. And I think that's very important, and that's our reason to onboard the next wave of gamers.
Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, as you mentioned, Web3 loops on Web2 games, so people could onboard on crypto in a very easy way, and then put on secondary markets, then prediction markets, a lot of things that we can do. So yeah, thank you so much for everything you have done for the space in crypto gaming in general. Thanks to Axie, we are all here. Most of the game of the co-founders is thanks to Axie. That's what I always mention. And running network has been a magnificent job. I really love the office. It's super cool, super convenient, and the people that I have met in here, they are people with very good hearts, and that's the principles that I like that a company should have, principles, the leaderships, the pioneer, and now this vision to onboard millions through maybe Web2 games, strong IPs, onboarding to Ronin, and build a better future for player-owned economies. So we want freedom for gamers. So thank you so much, Trung, for everything.
Glad to.
Okay, thank you.